come on, quick. Our job is to lay low and just look and watch for any noise or any movement out there. We think there's a group of bandits out there because just last night, somebody killed Farmer Dave, took all of his chickens. He had too many chickens for 1 or 2 people to carry off. So we think there's a group of bandits out there. Now we have patrols out also, but they're going to radio us if they're in our area. Also, the women and children are all put away safely. So if we see or hear anything out there, it should be considered enemy. Also, there's a rumor going around the county that there are a group of bandits that are hitting homesteads and hitting retreat locations, and that once these bandits kill everybody in there, not only do they steal all of their food and supplies, but they also eat whoever they kill. So it's absolutely imperative that we don't let... You hear that? You hear that? That's bass. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my God. My chest is so tight. Oh, I can't breathe. No, stop! Hey, welcome to my bug out location, and in the scenario video that we just watched, we saw where our character was trying to run back to the base station of his prepper group to try to fight off an attack by cannibalistic marauders. And unfortunately for our character, he went into that post-collapse situation with low good cholesterol and high bad cholesterol. So while he was running, he ended up suffering a heart attack. So not only did he not reach the rest of his group to help fight off that attack, he also suffered a horrible death himself. So to keep the same thing from happening to you in a post-collapse situation, we are going to learn how we can make our own cholesterol medicine in a post-SHTF situation where we just can't run to the doctor. Now, the common weed that we are going to use to make our own cholesterol medicine for post-SHTF is going to be the white clover. And in a previous video, we had made a tea or a medicinal infusion that would help us fight cholesterol post-SHTF. But today we are going to make a medicinal tincture that will help us fight cholesterol. And folks, we're going to get right back to how to make this medicine, but if you are watching this video on YouTube, you should start watching my channel over on Rumble. A lot of us YouTube preppers are starting to go over to Rumble because Rumble does not censor us like YouTube does. So to find my channel on Rumble, just go to rumble.com and search Ethical Preparedness in the search bar. Now let's get back to it. So again, the common plant that we're going to use today to help control your cholesterol in a grid down situation is the common white clover. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to, hey, do you mind? What we're going to do here is we're going to pretty much just fill up this mason jar just full of these clover flowers. We'll have a little bit of stem on here, but it's going to be 90% of the clover flower itself. Now, side note here is that you can use both the white clover like I'm using and also the red clover. They both have the same medicinal effects, but today we are going to be using the white clover here just because I have a ton of it growing here at my bug out location. Hey, do you mind? I am trying to film a video here and collect these clover flowers. So now the flowers that I'm looking for are the, white fluffy looking ones. I'm not going to collect or harvest any that are showing signs of being brown or drying out. I'm going to collect these nice fresh looking ones. Again, watch out, get out of the way. I'm trying to collect here. Watch out, Comet. So now the reason why clovers are used in natural medicine to help lower cholesterol is because they contain phytoestrogens. And phytoestrogens help to lower the bad cholesterol that's in your body. Hey, if you would like a free PDF that tells you step by step how to make the off-grid prepper medicine that we are making in today's video, then comment down below with yes please, and I will do my absolute best to get that free PDF to you. Now let's get back to the video. And I know there might be a lot of people that's gonna, want to comment down below saying, hey, check out Dr. Ken Berry or some other people like that, and they're saying that having high cholesterol isn't necessarily a bad thing. And hey, if that's what you want to do, hey, you do you. I don't have a problem with it. This is for people that do have high cholesterol and that have been prescribed a cholesterol lowering medication, and if a grid down event happens, they wish to still lower their cholesterol again in a grid down event. And personally for me, if I had high cholesterol, I would prefer to do something that would lower my bad cholesterol and not lower my good cholesterol. Main thing I got to worry about when I'm collecting these is that I don't grab one that's got a bee on it and get stung. All right, now since we got this mason jar most of the way filled up, let's go up and make that medicinal tincture now. Okay, I've got this mason jar just about 75% of the way full of these white clover flowers. I know this looks like it's more than 75% of the way full, but once you account for how fluffy these flowers are and the open space that's inside here, it's about 75% of the way full. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 100 proof vodka to pour over this. Now, whenever I use fresh flowers or fresh herbs, I always like to use 100 proof vodka. If these were dried out, I could get away with using 80 proof vodka. But since these are fresh and these have more moisture content inside of them, I need to use 100 proof so that it doesn't weaken this and cause it to go bad while it's macerating. So now when I fill this up, I'm going to fill it up to the very rim. I'm going to fill it up to the very top because I don't want any of the plant material to be above the level of this vodka. So again, I'm going to pour it to the very, very top. And now since the lid is on here good and tight, now I'm going to give this a good shake just to agitate the insides. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this inside so that the vodka has time to extract all the good medicinal qualities that's in these flowers. Okay, so now since I have labeled this so I do not forget what it is, over the next 6 weeks I'm going to let it sit in a cool, dark place again so that the vodka can extract all the good stuff out of these clover flowers. And then what I'm going to do is every day, or at least every couple of days, I will take this out and I will give it a shake so I agitate its contents and then put it back for the next 6 weeks. And for new viewers to this channel, there's just a reminder that today's video is just one video in a whole playlist of videos that I'm doing on how you can make natural medicines from the common trees and plants that grow around you, medicines that you can use, medicines that will be a lifesaver in a grid down event. And also all the recipes that you are seeing from these videos come from the book that I wrote on how you can make. There's hundreds of pages in here on how you can make, again, medicines for a lot of common ailments in a grid down situation. Now let's get on with making this medicine. Okay, now since it has had 6 weeks to macerate and extract all the medicinal qualities from the white clover, let's take it out and finish making this medicine. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to now strain the alcohol, or what is now our medicinal tincture, from the white clover flowers that we have in here. And what I'm going to use is going to be my handy dandy potato masher here, because it will help me to squeeze all the medicinal good stuff out of there and all the liquid can come out the bottom. I'm going to do it to the side here so you can see it going in. Okay, now I will squeeze out. So the first thing that I noticed is that it changed from that really crystal clear vodka to this golden or light brown, what's now our medicinal tincture for high cholesterol. And now our next step is going to be to transfer it from here into this glass dropper bottle so that we can take this as medicine if needed. Of course, with something like this, you want to make sure that you label it, because no matter how much you think you might remember, you will forget. I like to label it with what it is, when I made it, and then I like to put the dosage on the back of it. All right, let's test this out. I am going to consume this on camera so you can see that it doesn't kill me. And I just put about 2 milliliters of the medicinal tincture in this little bit of water. You can put it in a little bit of water, or you can shoot it directly underneath your tongue. I like to put it inside just a little bit of water because that vodka is a little strong for me. So down the hatch. That barely had a taste to it at all. It had a little bit of a medicine-y taste, but not bad at all. If I had high cholesterol and I had to drink this on a daily basis because it's a post-collapse situation and I can't go to the doctor for my prescription medicine, this would not bother me at all. Now let's talk about dosaging for this. For me personally, I would take 1.5 to 2 milliliters at a time and do that 3 times a day. Now I would only do this for about 6 months, and during that 6 months I would watch what I ate, and I would also get more exercise so that I could get my cholesterol lowered down that way also. The one warning about white clover, whether it's white clover or red clover, the one warning about clover is that it does contain phytoestrogens, which can have an estrogen-like effect on a man's body. So again, I would not take this more than 6 months, and again, during that 6 months, I would watch what I ate and I would get more exercise. That way, when I quit taking this, my cholesterol would already be low and it would remain low. And folks, just as a reminder, this is not medical advice I'm giving in this video. I'm just sharing with you what I would do in a post-collapse situation where I don't have access to professional medical help. So what other common ailments would you like to see me cover in this playlist where I use everyday plants around us to make medicines with? Comment down below with your suggestions. And to see that playlist where you do learn about a bunch of medicines just like this, click on the video that should be appearing on the screen just about now to learn what most other preppers don't know. Anyways, folks, this is enough internet and video for me today. I do need to get back to work, but folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.